button. I got the button. So it went. The button. I forgot to put the splash screen on, but that's okay because we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome. What?
We're live?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the MangaPod Book Club podcast. I am HappiLeeErin. If you've never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we do is we read all or part of a manga, and then we come together to talk about it with friendship, love, and lots of spoilers. Like I said, I'm HappiLeeErin, and with me are my lovely co-hosts. Introduce yourselves, pretties.
Go for it, Dazza.
I'm trying to load up the stream so I can see WAHT's gift.
Oh, BT does.
Oh my god, yes! VodkaRama!
By the way,
I can't see it!
what am I?
I just look out of everything. It's okay.
The beard is probably the best part here.
Yes! Yeah! Awesome.
If you can't tell,
Okay.
I mean, I know that this picture is a dead ringer for our lovely VodkaRama, but he is unable to make it tonight, so, because he's packing and going to fly into Oregon tomorrow and stuff, so he's unable to make it, so we just, put in basically his twin, Kuroko no Basuke character, so.
Really?
I mean, they look exactly the same.
Yeah, that's true. It's just Yoku with a giant frog behind him. It's true.
They have those in Mississippi.
That's
Mississippi.
It's just WAHT.
That's totally where he was.
It's WAHT's family photo that he got. He's been in or is he in Mississippi? He's in Missouri, right?
Missouri. It's Missouri.
It starts with a miss.
Yeah.
He's in the miss. He's in the miss somewhere.
I have an excuse. I didn't grow up in America.
You're not
so.
from here. Okay.
No.
No, we're not judging. But yes, so that is WAHTRama, also known as WAHTRama Game Talk on the YouTubes.
Yes.
Also, we have the D's.
I have
Squares.
another. Hi. What's up? Word.
Great.
And I'm Dodger, and I'm eating curly fries and Arizona tea.
You're eating the tea?
I know, aren't you shocked?
I'm eating grapes, so it's fine.
I have a docket for petrol.
What?
Is
A
a
docket.
docket like a receipt?
Yeah, it's a receipt for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
We're both like,
I didn't even try to venture a guess. I just saw you eating paper.
nailed it.
That's all I know that.
That's all I was doing.
But yes, like I said, if you've never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we do before we get into our whole spoiler-free description. No, what?
Oh, this is going
1
amazingly.
week off, Aaron, and all just
Ghost of shit. It's just gone. You got to get back in the swing of this. If you've never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we do before we get into our super spoilery discussion is we give you a quick little spoiler-free summary of the manga that we read so that, thank you guys, so that if you are interested in reading the manga and don't want to be spoiled, then you can go read it and then watch the VOD of this on my channel, youtube.com/HappiLeeErin. If you don't care about spoilers, feel free to join us in chat for the discussion. But otherwise, Dr. Dazza is our freaking amazing doctor who gives the great descriptions, sir. Shall you go?
Katsuragi Kama is known on the net as the god of getting the girls, while in real life he's known as an otamegene, and he hates all real girls. However, he's approached by Elsie, a demon from hell, to help her in catching runaway spirits that hide in people. Apparently, the spirits only hide in the hearts of girls, and the only way to get the souls out is by making the girl fall in love so the spirits can get forced out. And he's not allowed to fail, or he will lose his head. Literally.
You said that you read that description with a lot of conviction. You just really felt that
Really
one.
into it.
Really into it.
I didn't practice at all.
Really?
I didn't. No,
No, you're just that impressive.
all my anime list.
Get two of my thumbs.
It helps that this one was actually written quite well as well.
Yeah. Some of those descriptions have been very...
They're just awful, yeah.
I think Gangsta was my favorite horrible one. They're for hire.
Gangster guys.
Aww.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, no.
God only knows.
If you guys have not seen the Gangsta MangaPod, it's at youtube.com/HappiLeeErin in the MangaPod playlist. You should go check that out sometime. But
how many
yes,
of these are there so far?
20. This is 24, I believe.
Holy
That's
crap.
so many.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Every time I'm like typing in the number, I just think I'm like, what?
20?
That's
We're in
like
the 20s?
soon we'll be in 30.
God, we'll go through midlife crisis soon.
I know. Welcome to MangaPod. All right. So that is as spoiler-free as this discussion is going to get. No, what?
I've got a proposal.
Yes.
This was actually on our subreddit that someone
yes.
suggested we do a first impression of it, but a spoiler-free first impression, just so people can get see what they think, kind of stuff first.
Before we get into like spoiler task discussion, we give as spoiler-free as we can.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Interesting.
Oh god, I thought Dirk was humping Dickie's face for a second. I was like yes, that is a brilliant idea. We should do that really quick. Are you guys comfy with doing that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I can
Try it
go
out.
first. I just, as first impression, was not expecting to like the manga as much as I did. It's a very interesting take on a harem manga, and even if you're somebody who says, I don't like harem, I think you should definitely check it out because I think it's especially good for people who don't typically like harem manga. So, that's my first impression.
Yeah,
First it was.
I completely agree with Erin. I do not like harem manga, and I actually really enjoyed this. The characters were really interesting. A lot of the common tropes in harem manga that are a turnoff for me were gone or changed, tweaked somehow, and I wound up really, really enjoying it and really loving all of the characters, and I'm excited to discuss it, but I would recommend it as a read.
Yes.
So.
I would agree with both these lovely ladies at the top.
You only pointed at Dodger.
How's that?
You're still really funny, Dodger. I'm in the corner. I'm in the other corner. Just kidding, guys. We love you.
It's a wonderful manga that's got great characters. It's got a great plot line. It's fairly archy, so you can just jump in pretty much wherever. The plot is really simple. It's really easy to know. The art's quite nice. Just don't read the one shot at the start.
I didn't.
Cool.
Perfect. You did it right.
Yay.
Also, just so y'all know, VodkaRama, who is not here, did tell me what his final rating is. I'll give the final rating at the end, but he highly recommended it, and he is somebody I think that also doesn't typically like harem manga, I think. From impressions I've gotten of him.
Oh,
so
I like harems, so...
Yes, so we're going to have a very, very...
So whether you like them or not...
It's for you! The world God only knows. It's for all of y'all.
Oh, you
so yes.
God only knows. I know it... Sorry.
What?
It's the opening anime. Great.
I've heard that opening before. I haven't seen the anime, but I've heard that opening before. And I really like that opening. It's really good. But yes, that is...
Great.
What?
It's short name because in Japanese it's called Kami no Shiru Sekai, so it's Kami no Mi.
Kami no Mi?
Yeah, Kami no Mi.
Kami no Mi!
I love shortened names of anime and J-dramas and things because they always actually make no sense, but they're fun to say.
Yeah. I agree. But yes, now we've done that new little segment, which I think is a very good addition. That is as spoiler-free as this MangaPod is going to get. Here on out, we're going to be talking super in-depth with spoilers. I have like grape skin stuck to my mouth, and it's really weird. Anyway, I guess we kind of already covered this with the first impression. So generally, we start out by asking what you guys were expecting with the manga. So I guess we kind of already touched on it, but if we still want to...
We didn't really, though.
Didn't really.
What we thought it was going to be like.
Well, I guess you're right. Okay. What did you guys think about the manga? Think the manga was going to be about before you start reading it?
I can start.
Okay.
I did not think I was going to like it because I don't like harem manga. Yeah, I was expecting it to be like more of a collection type harem manga where it's just like, oh, new girl of the week, but she sticks around, and next new girl of the week, but she sticks around, and next new girl, and they all just like around all the time.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that always bugs me a lot about harem manga is like, why would you stick around when he like. So I was very happy to see that that's not how it went, and I'm sure we'll talk about that more.
Yeah. I agree 110% with you. I typically, like, same reasons, don't like just random, all these different types of girls falling for the same exact guy. And also, another reason I wasn't expecting to like it, because typically in harem, like both harem, like with both guy and girl harem, you always have that main character that is not that interesting because it's
has like no personality.
Filling for the person, filling for the reading, whereas main character of this manga has a crap ton of an interesting personality. That was a sentence. Has a great personality. And so that was something I was not expecting at all. Like, at all. So, also, Des, I saw you just commented no spoilers in, spoilers in the chat. We have only read up to chapter 36.5, and there are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of chapters out of this, so please don't spoil anything past the start of the teacher arc.
You will get in trouble.
Yeah, if you learn anything from MangaPod, is that none of us like spoils.
Yeah.
Rotten bacon butts, I believe is the word we have for you. It's the name we have for people that spoil. Rotten bacon butts.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Rotten bacon dick butts.
We'll keep that one.
Rotten bacon dick butts. But yeah, so I agree.
It's not a flattering name. You don't want to be one of those if you hadn't picked up on it.
Exactly. It's said with a lot of disdain. So.
Okay, so Dazza, what were you expecting, and were your expectations betrayed?
Well, I've seen the anime, so I expected the anime. Manga form.
Well.
I was actually expecting, I don't know what I was expecting from it, really, because I'd heard that the manga was really good, so I was like really excited and really hyped up to read it. And then I read the one-shot, which was at the start of Botato's version of the manga, and the one-shot sucks so badly. Yeah. It was so bad. I'm just like, why is this a thing? Why is this a thing?
I'm so glad I didn't read it.
I didn't like it that much either.
And then I was like not happy to read the rest. Oh. But of course I was pleasantly surprised that it's exactly how I imagined it to be from the anime.
Sweet.
It's actually like a one-to-one adaptation.
No.
So.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice, yeah. My Twitch just like went really crazy, so if I accidentally banned anybody, I'm so sorry. So you know, I am really sorry.
Whoops.
Whoops. Awesome. I'm glad that you had, like, that you enjoyed it even though you've seen the anime and that it's stuck pretty close to the anime. So let's talk about, the main character really quick. What were your guys' impressions of him? Like, thoughts and feelings?
I've loved him the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, he's just, like, so... I don't even know. Like, he's such a reluctant protagonist, and I tend to love that, especially if the reluctant protagonist is surrounded by other really interesting characters, which in this case he is. And I just love that he's so hyper-specific about what he wants to do and what he doesn't want to do, which, like you were saying, is so different from normal protagonists in harem manga because normally they're very like about their entire life and their entire personality. I was like, dude, this guy is hyper specific. Like he's written in a very strict way that I really like. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to like him nearly as much as I did, and I really like that he's all about the strategy, and even though he's addicted to these games and he'd much rather be playing games and deal with reality, like he hates reality, he still knows how to socialize. Like it's not like he gets nervous talking to girls. It's not like he is just really hesitant for the most part, I think, but like he's still, I don't know, like just the way that he's able to still interact with people despite, like he's not the typical obsessed with video games type of thing. Just his disinterest in girls.
Like the stereotype that we normally see of a person who's obsessed with video games is like so socially inept.
Yeah. And
like that's not the case here at all. And I don't think that it could have been considering how many different types of girls he's able to be like, hey baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all up on this. Like if he wasn't A, attractive and B, like pretty charming, this entire story would not work at all. So.
No. I think he has to have that wit for the character to work, like you said. Yeah. Dazzle, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that his one fault was that he doesn't like getting close to girls. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He doesn't like being touched.
Yeah. Yeah. And they had the whole ice cream scene, which was really... I
loved the ice cream scene.
That was so funny. He's just like, I hate sweets, I hate them.
He's like...
I initially didn't really like Kama really that much. Because he was very... because of all the points you guys really said, he wasn't very much in tune with the real world, and he kept being himself very distant, and I'm just like, why don't you just make friends and feel good? But as I've grown up, I've learned he's actually a really interesting character. And he is someone that I don't think, A, would exist in real life, as many manga would be, but B, someone really tried to be him. Like,
wait, what?
The whole game, like the whole gaming thing. And, like, people want to be, like, really
be
good
him.
with games.
I thought you said beat, and I was like, did I miss that? What?
I'm so confused. I thought that you were referencing, like, a specific person. Like, there's a guy who's just like this. And I was like, what?
Who? Tell us right now!
Well, we have people on YouTube that play video games, so...
They're all over.
I don't mean that in a bad way. But yeah, I like Kama. Kama's cool.
I think he's super cool. He's just a really cool character. Like you said, charming. I was like, I would love to high five him in real life, even though he wouldn't want to touch me.
You wouldn't want to.
Even though he wouldn't want to, I would want to.
Oh my god. That one girl, that one other demon that kept being like, as a reward, you can shake my hand. And he was like, no.
I love how he just kept being like, no, I really don't want to.
I seriously don't. No, thank you.
Please. I loved the part with her when she came back and she's like, I have to do this paper, a written report, and she made like a whole diagram. Yeah. And the part where it's like he clung to her and no, that's not right. And so they got into the fight and it ended up with the perverted.
Yeah, and I'm just like, like little clay figures burning each other.
Did you see did you see the Hakwa Omake where she had like the 4 panels and it was just like, get closer, get more closer. And it's like, no, I didn't mean I was kidding.
No. That was something like not even just with her. Every single like girl that came up, usually I'm like, this is such a force, like lacking chemistry. Every single girl, I thought there was a ton of chemistry between him and her. That's why I think it helps that all the girls had a little bit both characters had very distinguished and like developed personalities. But every single girl that came up, I was like, yeah, they are cute together. Or like, I want them to be together. Like, if I had to pick between who was like my favorite couple, like it would be a little harder choice. Like I think I know who I'd pick, but it was still like they're all so good together. Like they all work. super well, I thought.
At the very least, like, the process of him trying to uncover, like, these girls' personalities and, like, whatever was holding them back and creating the hole in their heart or whatever was very interesting every single time. Like, there weren't any girls that I was like, oh, God, can she just be devoured by this demon, please? Can we just get rid of her? Like, I never felt that way.
Oh, my God, I hope that happens at least one point. But I just like people dying, so...
I want all this to, like, turn around and have some girl, like, analyze him eventually. I want that so bad, and I know that it can't happen until, like, the end. But...
Oh, did that happen?
You know.
No!
Okay, I'll say something here. The third season of the anime, which is airing right now on Crunchyroll. Go to Crunchyroll, you can watch it if you want.
Crunchyroll.com/swirlgodiness.
That was perfect. Skipped, like, about 100 or so chapters of the manga.
Oh.
So I haven't read those, or haven't seen any of those chapters. So I know something like that does happen, but I don't know how.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Everyone's like, spoilers. It's like, it's not spoilers.
That's not a bad spoiler.
That wasn't really anything.
I'm glad, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad that that's going to happen, because he's got issues, too. So, yeah. I want this.
I love, I know we're just kind of jumping around, but whatever. I love his mom, and the fact that Elsie came in as like, I'm your illegitimate daughter, and then his parents, his mom just divorced his dad, and he's just like, it's such a funny way to just dismiss the dad, and like he's there sometimes later, like he's there in the birthday chapter, but like on the phone or whatever. But it was just such a funny way. I thought it was hilarious because usually you have the demons that are like, they use some weird like spray or power to convince the parent, and she's like, I'm your husband's illegitimate daughter. Please let me
here's
say
a totally legit letter. I was like, what?
It was amazing. I thought that was so funny. The humor in this is like really refreshing. Mm-hmm. I thought there's some stuff that you've seen in other manga and stuff before, but just the characters' personalities make all the situations super funny.
Yeah,
I thought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're right. I love the
yeah.
Totes.
VodkaRama, why aren't you saying more?
God,
VodkaRama, you're too drunk.
You're the worst. You're so drunk.
He's too drunk. Go home.
Wasted.
Yeah, the thing that I love about the mom is that rather than it just being like they did the reveal really early on of, oh, she used to be in a biker gang. So we're like, oh, okay, so she's like that put together mom that has this like crazy side, right? Which
biker gang. There she goes.
Gang.
There she goes.
Come.
But like I love that we got that chapter where she was like, I just want to spend time with my son. Like it added like this other layer to her of like, I wish that my son and I were closer and we did more things together. It's like,
There was the part in that, like, there was a couple moments where I was a little scared. I was like, they're treating it like she's another target and that, like, romantic interest. And I was like, I don't... No, world God only knows, no. But she was so sweet. That chapter, I like that they put that chapter in because she was only in there for, like, the first chapter and then sporadically when he wasn't eating and just locked himself up in the room because he got caught a cockroach. She was there randomly. But other than that, it was like, more mommy, please. No, it was super cute. Did they show what they gave her? What the present was?
No, they didn't.
I don't think so. No.
I guess it doesn't really matter. It's insignificant.
I think it's the thought that matters more. Exactly. It was probably a video game or something.
I like to think it was. It was a love sim.
He's like, look, I got you PSP so that we can both play games and you can leave me alone. What?
It was No Prince Summer, the video game.
I hope so.
That's actually a video game, so...
Only.
I know it is. We want to play it so bad!
I want to play that. I want to play Danganronpa. There's so many games that I'm like, can this just be English yet? I want this so bad.
I want the YouTube. There's the Kuroko no Basuke PSP game that I really want to play too.
What?
That doesn't exist. I'm Cereal!
I know you are. Wait a minute.
I just want the K-On! game.
We all want things we can never have.
Japan! Why
Come
are you
on, Japan!
Oh my god, here it is. Japan import. Oh my god.
Yeah! It's a thing! It's great!
Yeah.
People put fake...
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not talking about Kuroko right now.
We can always talk about Kuroko.
No.
We don't have to...
Anyway, characters.
Yeah, let's talk about... Huh?
You?
I'm gonna say let's talk about, Elsie, or Essie, or
Elsie.
Ellie, or...
It's Elsie.
Wow,
Elsie.
wow, Dazzle, whoa. Calm down.
No, I'm
Calm
pissed
down.
off because I was reading Red Hawk scans and they translated her name wrong, and I'm just like,
How did they translate her name?
it was like LC, it was like ELSEE,
Uh-huh.
and then Hakwa was Haka,
Those fuckers.
and I'm just like,
Aaron and I are like, right. Yes, go on.
anyway,
What's the name supposed to be?
it's Elsie. It's EL.
I think it's Elsie.
SIE.
But it's the same. You pronounce it the same.
It's not spelled the same.
Oh.
Can we just spell it with like a capital L and a capital C?
Yeah, I
Here.
was literally expecting Dazza to say they wrote her name wrong. They wrote ELC. And I was like, that would have been hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Can we talk about her?
Yeah! I think, yes. I love her to death. I think she's super adorable. Super adorable, and she's not just like there to be a sex object. She has this
Yeah,
adorable
not at
little
all.
personality. She has like nice curves, and she's adorable and a well-done character, but she's not like, hey, here are my titties flopping all over the place. Like, she's cute.
Not only that, but like literally no one has shown romantic interest in her. Like
Yes.
not even like random boys in the classroom. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of refreshing. She's just like a girl in class.
You're talking about her personality, I'll talk about her looks.
Okay.
We got this.
Like it.
Double team.
What were you gonna say, Dazza?
I was gonna say that none of the girls are like that.
It's true.
Like,
That is
none of them
true.
none of them are overly sexualized, which is really weird for a harem manga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is absolutely true.
I think the only time we saw anything was a panty shot.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that
when
was-
she fell.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tsundere rich girl, right?
But
Yeah,
but
and
that
he didn't
has-
even react to it. There was no
No.
response to it at all.
Yeah!
but that's because I think that was his vision at that time, because he fell on her, and then if you fall and look up a skirt, you're gonna see panties. It's just what happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
just
that-
what happens.
Yeah, you know.
I
That's wearing a
Speak from
skirt. There's a
experience.
butt there, you know?
yeah.
There's always gonna be butts.
There's gonna be a butt. Yeah, but you're right. Like none of them were really sexualized at all. It's been entirely about feelings and like establishing different things that can make someone feel not like themselves or like there's something missing. And I think that that's one of the reasons that I really liked it.
Yeah.
And it's like even though it is Girl of the Week, they don't just like stick around mooning over him forever because they lose their memories, and B, like the entire arc of each girl is winds up being helpful for her.
Yeah.
Like she always winds up walking away like stronger somehow, and I like that.
Yeah. More confident, but like also more accepting of whatever it is that she's
Yeah, of like
missing.
themselves, and yeah.
It's a very good role model story, if that makes sense. Like, about how, like, you might have something missing, but he always kind of phrases things in ways and makes people, yes, Dickie? And, like, kind of shows... Dickie, how do you feel about this hair manga? Huh? It's completely uninterested. But, like, it's just about kind of accepting who you are and how you can be you, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Like, it's not about just looks. It's all about, like you were saying, about, like, personality.
Yeah.
Just accepting that. And that's kind of how you feel more fulfilled. It's like, it's internal. It's not about external. It's about loving yourself, not necessarily loving, like, You have to love yourself before you can love other people. I'm making sense. I'm rambling.
Yeah,
Somebody else
totally.
go. I'm gonna hide in the corner. Yeah?
What, Dazza? No, you talk a lot.
I was gonna say that I was gonna be like, Elsie's awesome because she likes fire trucks, and fire trucks are cool.
Oh my god.
I love the fire trucks.
What was that?
Me.
Makes me
She's-
so happy.
I haven't studied Japanese for like 300 years. They have fire trucks now. They're amazing. They're red. And then she goes to the library. And what's her name? It's just like, oh, here are some books, and she brings out a full trolley of just
Like
books
literally
on fire.
every book that has anything about fire trucks in it.
It's like 400.
And then she's like, I've got to read all the books about fire trucks.
I love that later on, like, it's this recurring thing, but it's not necessarily over the top. It's very subtle. Like, there's one point later on where she's feeling really sad, and she just has a fire truck book in her hand. She's just reading.
Oh, and then when she's like searching around for the lost soul with Hakuo, and then she's like, oh, look, it's a fire truck. I should really go back to searching now.
Yeah.
That's just a little side, the little offside with her is about the fire truck.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Yeah, I think like Elsie is, for whatever reason, like, to me it's doing the dumb character correctly. Like, she's so lovable and so earnest and has goals.
Yeah.
But I mean, you wouldn't call her a smart person, right?
No.
Like, she's just so cute, and you want her to be successful and to like grow and do things. And I love that.
And she grows as well.
Yeah.
She actually does grow. Like, you can see her character development like grow over time. Like, there was the whole the cake art, the cake.
Oh, the
where
cake! I forgot about the cake!
She like launched a massive dragon in the entire school.
I know! I love that, like, they see the dragon and all of that happens, and like, there's a giant hole, and it just kind of gets dismissed. It's never addressed.
I like the fact there was a giant explosion in the home ec room and no one...
Nobody, in next chapter, nothing.
You know what my favorite part is? We never found out whether that cake was good or bad. He just downed it and then was like, yeah, you alright, sorry that I was a dick. And then they just moved on.
Yeah.
Although, he was sick later, so I guess maybe that could be why.
He was like puking. I love that when she made him the bento, there was like that weird alien creature. And he's like, I am not eating that.
I felt
Like,
so
but it's
bad
fresh,
because,
it's fresh.
like, in her world, there's probably very normal foods.
I know.
And then she's trying to be all nice, and then, yeah. In the human world, it's kind of not the same.
She's super cute. She's super adorable. I like the charisma and chemistry between her and main dude as well. Like, that doesn't feel like, it's one of those things that you always assume when you're, especially in harem, you're like, they're gonna bang, they're gonna get together,
Or they're gonna be like the final couple.
They're gonna be the final couple, and it's like, I don't necessarily see that happening. Like, I'd be okay if it did, but like, I don't necessarily feel that that is how the story is gonna play out. Like, it doesn't feel forced.
Mm-hmm.
To me. Dazzle, you made a face. You made a face. Do you disagree?
I was just thinking, I was thinking how horrible it would have been having her and Kama get together. That'd be weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
wouldn't
she's been established as like a sister figure.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would
She's
be
like
weird.
It would be
It's
weird.
like a little sister.
But I'm saying it doesn't feel like there's forced romanticism there that usually comes along with.
Not
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, it's the occasional blush, but...
They're an adorable little duo.
Yeah.
They're on the top of my list as
buddies.
cute duos.
Yeah, I like it. Bro TP.
Bro TP. Right there.
One of the things that I love, and the reason that I love it is because it wasn't really explained until way later, is that all of the girls that get inhabited by a spirit wind up with some sort of like power.
Oh
that,
yeah.
showcases whatever their insecurity is. And I was like, because originally, was it the idol?
Yeah.
Like, she would just randomly go invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
And I was like,
That was
like, wait, is this actually happening, or are they like using a metaphor? Like, what's going on? And then with the kendo girl, or the martial arts girl, who like had their feminine side like pop out of her body all the time. I was like, what is happening? Like, are these things really happening? But with the martial arts girl, you could tell that like they were talking about it. Like it was obviously really happening. And I was like, what? What is going on? Like, is that the demon? But it's like taken on her form? Like I couldn't figure it out. And then I liked that they made you kind of wonder about that a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then eventually they were like, oh, every person who gets inhabited has some sort of a power that winds up like not necessarily making their lives easier. Like it normally makes them harder.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Isn't that's because they tap into the demon's power, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I like that some of them were actually more powerful than others. Like you had Ayumi at the start. She didn't really have a power. Nor did what was her name?
The tsun-tsun girl didn't.
Yeah, Mio didn't either.
Right.
Yeah.
Librarian girl could read books real fast, apparently.
Yeah.
That was her power.
I know.
It was like,
well, there was also the part where like she had all the books around her and they all like flew up when Kama came around as well.
Yeah.
I mean that wasn't very well shown in the manga, I don't think. But yeah.
I didn't get that.
But like some power was a bit more than others, and I found that very interesting.
Yeah, because it keeps it from being super boring. Because you're like, oh, what's her power gonna be? It was so subtle that like it wasn't even until they addressed it later, like with the girl with the ghost and whatever. I was like, oh. That is a thing. Yeah, it was just such a subtle thing that you go back and you're realizing that, oh, that's what happened to the idol. You're like, oh. I thought that was really interesting as well.
Yeah, I thought it was super cool. And you're right, it makes me like really excited for the next girls that are gonna show up because now like I know to look for it. But
something I like that also talking about just keeping it refreshing is the fact that the mangaka isn't afraid to bring, like it's not like he's just going after a different trope of character every single time. He's like he's not afraid. She, is it a guy? Do we know?
I think it's a guy.
I'll find this out.
Thanks, bro. Nice.
Burpcast.
A burp kit. Well, that is like the 4th burp we've had tonight. Damn, you're slacking.
And none of them was me. None of them was me.
None of them have been you.
I know. You need to.
It's a Twitter. There's a Twitter account for him.
Oh.
Do we need to tweet at him again? Tweet at him.
What's the Twitter?
And
Skype.
I'm saying if it's a guy or girl first.
Oh, that doesn't matter for tweeting. I guess we did ask about that though. I guess it did. I'm just really impatient.
We can have like a picture of Oak. We can send him a picture of Oak. It's like, are you a guy or girl?
Are you male or female?
Hey, you lady.
Angel French.
I've sent the lady.
Angel French is the name?
Yep.
What? Angel French. We love... I almost said Tower of God. Apparently only the manga that we read, manhwa that we read, can have God in them if we're going to tweet at the manga. We love...
There we go. We love Kamidomi. Thanks for making it.
MangaPod loves... Wait, I'm gonna say the English word. That's fine, right? He.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, I did the translate from Japanese to English, and I clicked yes on the Twitter, and it's we eat draw manga. God only know each sekai and serialized in Shonen Sunday. It's like, oh, good job, Google.
Good work, Google.
Oh no.
Oh, his picture or her picture is like a picture of like Elsie, his display picture.
Aww. Aww, so cute. Love. Okay, hi, sorry, MangaPod. Go tweet at him. Angel French. French.
I'm putting it in chat so people can tweet.
Yeah.
We better get a response again. We better get a response.
I would love that.
Or retweet. Something. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying that I like the fact that Angel French isn't afraid to kind of pull different personality traits into each girl. They're not just one distinct thing. And, like, they're super dynamic, so obviously, like, they have these very different personality quirks, and, but I like that, like, one girl, like, the rich girl was very tsundere, but then we also had Chiro, whatever the one of the last girls, like, she had a little bit, or one of them, another one had, like, a little tsundere-ness in her, like, so it's not just specifics that you could label them as one or the other, and so that makes it so that later on, it still keeps it open to having all these other girls, because it doesn't make it so that, oh, we've already done this type of girl, obviously the next, like, all that's left is these type of girls, if that makes sense. So it's not just a checklist, like, you can't go to a checklist.
Yeah, and I mean, that comes with the territory of what this manga is anyway, because it's all about people projecting a certain personality and being something underneath, or having something that they're hiding. So literally every one of these girls has to be more dynamic in some way, and have a really fleshed out personality, at least to mangaka, which I think is cool.
Mm-hmm. See, I think the most cliched personality was Mio, the rich girl, because she was the classic tsundere. She was very hot and cold, and when her personality did come out, she was very daring, and that's what happens with tsunderes. But the rest of them, I felt, was actually, like Dodger said, very fleshed out. They had different layers, they're like ogres. They had layers.
Like onions. Yeah.
They're like onions, yeah.
Like a cake.
And then
I'm so hungry.
Had to peel away each, like, layer of the onion to reveal their little sweet personality. And I think the one that was most distinctive was the library girl. Yes. I thought. Like, because we actually heard her in a monologue.
I loved her.
I adored her.
She was so cute. I was like, I wish everybody could hear what you're thinking.
I know. Yeah. And when she did talk, you were like, yeah!
Yeah. I loved that too, like, after the demon was taken out of her, and she was, like, talking to the other librarians, and they were like, oh, you're a chatterbox now, huh? Like she wasn't even talking that much, but because she had never really talked before, they were like, oh, you still saying stuff? It's like, yay!
I loved her.
But it's not just the girls as well. Like, even the other characters have personality. Like, the teachers have personality. The mother has personality. Yeah. Kamer has personality. He's not just a self-insert, which is great. I hate self-inserts.
Yeah.
Oh. It's got dark.
I have read that many harem manga where the guy is an dumb-ass idiot.
It's the same dude every time.
It is the exact same dude. He's like, he's not tall, he's not short, he's like average build. He's got brown hair, he's got the same haircut, which is like down, and I just read too many. And Kato is different.
Better than girls. All girls get are like the shy, can't hardly even speak, but still somehow gets all the men.
Yeah. What is up with that?
Girls, they don't even get to be normal. They just get,
because they have to be like regardless of whether it's male or female, they always have to be like that just vaguely likable person.
Yeah.
So that like you could like kind of believe that somebody would be interested in them, but then it becomes so apparent that they have no personality so quickly.
I will never get, like, just the main character from YouTube Free. Haruka, is that her name? Like, yeah. I love that series so much, but she, like, still...
I want her to be so much more.
You are so...
And just awkward yellow eyes and a lot of promise.
And, like, all this music. All this cutesy little stuff that you're apparently brilliant at, and like all the guys just want to take care of you because you're so clumsy.
See, the problem with them is the fact that they're self-inserts and they're made from the game. So like they're the pro-tag character, and it does my head in.
It's true. Like having it be a game at first, I think is one of the things that like ruins everything.
Yeah.
But it's not just that, like when we read Nisekoi as well, like the main guy on that's not, I mean, he's got some personality and it's there, but it's not so apparent. Who else was I thinking of that doesn't have personality? The only like visual novel guy that has personality is Makoto Ito from School Days.
I haven't.
It's School Days.
Been saying that.
If you've seen and what I mean. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what. It's just why it's so great. It's the fact that it's different.
Yeah.
And the main character actually is like, it's not an insert. It's awesome. Really, I just kind of want to talk about how much I loved the kissing scenes, because every single time I went
was like,
"Ah!" It was so cute. So cute. Like my favorite. Let's talk about favorite kisses really quick. My favorite kiss.
When I was 14, I was in a movie theater.
Yes.
We're watching The Pacifier, and that was fun.
One of Vin Diesel's best.
Yes.
One
of, I would say the best. The best.
Not the best.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's your favorite kiss,
MANGAKA.
Erin?
Okay.
My favorite kiss is the library kiss. Because I thought it was super adorable how all the books fell on them. And, like, it could have been made into this super sexualized situation, but it was just adorable. And then when he pulls her up out of the books, and there's just a little smudge at the window. Guys, so cute!
Like, just appeared on top of her, and I was like, oh no! And then he, like, pulled her out. It was great.
It was so adorable. I thought that was the cutest. That was my favorite.
Oh, man.
See, I'm a bit biased because my favorite probably comes with my favorite girl.
Who's your favorite girl?
We'll talk about that in a sec because we have to give our favorite girls. But my favorite, I think, other than that one, I think it was the one that pulled him to her, which I think was the Karate Girl one.
Yes.
Yeah. When the other body took over, where her other body took over, and she pulled him toward her, and the body's just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Memories, and then so they kissed. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. But I also loved the idol because like there was this like weird situation where it looked like they were about to kiss. And she was like, just stay with me, always be my rock, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no. I was like, yes! Oh, no. I was like, what's going to happen? Like, wait, no. And, he told her. He, shot her down so hard and was like, no. Buck up.
Yeah.
And then they kissed. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. That he was like, I could just end this right now. But no, wait a minute. It was cool. I liked that.
So cute. So adorable. I also, this is a non-kiss, but I like that the other demon girl, what was her name?
Hakwa.
I liked the fact that he wasn't the one that saved her. I liked that it was Elsie. I thought that was
too.
Really, really good because it could have totally.
So cute.
Because she's really the only one because she hasn't forgotten. She's kind of the only one that's continually shown some interest in him romantically. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that they didn't have him be the one to kiss her made me super happy.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah, I think that was one of my favorite conquests, actually. I didn't initially like Harkwell when she first came. In that first few chapters, I was like, oh, she's just a bitchy, know-it-all girl. Yeah. And then when it comes out that she doesn't actually know what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
And then she got overtaken by a demon. I was just like, this is cool. I really like this.
Yeah.
And then she came back, and I was like, yay!
I know. Yay! I loved that she walked in and was like, I'm an illegitimate child of your husband. And then I was like, nah, I'm just kidding. But the mom still called him up and was like, what are you doing?
How many children do you have?
And I also like I think it's what are they called? Text on the sides as well. It was this is Harkwell's last chapter. Oh wait, no it's not. And it was yes.
End of the Hakwa arc? ? And then she's just there in the next chapter. It's so good.
They're like, oh, Harkwell's back. I thought we were finishing that.
Aww. I had something else I wanted to say about her, but I can't remember what it was.
I just love that with all of these awesome girls and all of these really interesting stories, no matter what, he's so disinterested.
Right?
It's like, this is so much work. Like, how do I end this?
I disagree.
Yeah?
I think there was a few times where... Sorry.
Go on.
I think that, like, initially when he finds out that the girls actually forget, because we haven't actually spoken about this, but the girls actually forget after the kiss, after they get, like, the loose souls gone, and I think there's a part where it was Ayumi, I think it was, the first girl. He's just a bit sad that she forgets.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just like, oh, and then he goes back to his games. And I'm just like, oh. So I think at the start he was very disinterested, but as it goes on, not only is their hearts getting filled, but his as well.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I love that when we saw the track girl come back too. Like he called her by her first name, and she was like, "We're not that close," and he was like, "Oh, that's right, we're not."
Yeah.
I was like,
Or when I'm horrible with names tonight. Har.
yeah.
When Har was it Har? Who was it? Oh no, it was Chief. When she and him were talking about kisses and stuff, and he like flashed back to all the kisses he had.
All the kisses,
and he looked kind of sad. I don't know if it was right, but they're like, he thinks back, like randomly will think back and just be like, huh. Oh, okay.
I also loved that she like freaked out and was like, wait, you've kissed somebody? It was just like, oh hell no.
I know, right?
So
freaked
funny.
out. Yeah. I think he's starting. I hope we get more into that. We can talk about this when we do like predictions. But I'm really excited.
Like, eventually we're gonna get deep into his character. Yeah. And I'm really excited about
I'm really interested in seeing him kind of maybe slowly become more interested in girls. That sounded wrong. But
he's interested in girls.
You know what I
mean.
Let's talk favorite girl.
Martial arts girl.
Your martial arts girl?
Martial arts girl is mine.
Why?
Yeah, so what's yours? Huh?
Why?
Because I don't know. I think that probably with girls reading this, there might be an inclination to really like girls that remind you somewhat of yourself. But like, not saying that I'm a badass at all, like she is. But like,
I'm sure there's hordes of people in the chat that's going to disagree with you with that.
but like she's this girl who really fights against like this feminine side of her that she knows is there, in the interest of being strong. And I liked that her story was about how you can be strong and a woman. Like she doesn't have to suppress that side of her that is more stereotypically woman in order to be strong, and I really liked that. So that's why she was my favorite.
I agree with that. She's not my favorite, but I definitely agree with your take on that storyline.
Yeah, sure.
My favorite girl was Canon, the idol.
Really?
She's always been my favorite. Like always, like as soon as I watched her arc in the anime, which is amazing because she actually does sing properly, and they actually like make all those songs for her, so it's fantastic.
That
must be so heartbreaking when she's like singing them and he's like sleeping through it, and you're like, no, that was beautiful. It is. The anime.
I know. I want to just go watch it.
But it's like you said, it's actually like someone you connect to a little bit, because during school I always very much felt, and I still feel a bit like the invisible person.
Yeah.
So having someone grow from that is pretty cool. And if you guys don't know, I really like idol girls, so it, sort of, it combines both of those sort of two traits. And plus the fact that she has her own spin-off OVA, which is absolutely fantastic. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Erin?
I'm trying to...
You're not not sure.
I don't know. I love Library Girl a lot.
Yeah.
Because I just liked her overall, like, storyline and how she kind of overcame her anxiety and, like, being unable to speak.
Angel Friend tweeted.
Oh! What?
He said, reply in English. Well, this is the Google Translate version. Reply in English. Whether they come together suddenly, why?
Oh God! All we do is confuse.
Retweet it.
Oh no! Wait, where? I didn't see it. I don't see it.
Hold on.
1 minute ago. Oh no! Translate.
I'm sending a translate version. There we go.
I like the one underneath
Yes.
it. Did you see his tweet underneath?
Oh, there's a little less than 3 heart too.
Wait, I want to see it.
That's so cute.
Aww. Aww. I'm retweeting it. Wait, how do I get to it? I lost it. Guys, I'm just the worst.
Go to Daza. Go to Daza.
Oh! There it is.
Retweeted it.
We're affecting the manga industry.
Yeah.
Should we link
Love
him?
that.
Should we link him to MangaPod? To the Twitch page?
Yes,
And
link
see if
him
he
like
comes?
right now.
Oh my God!
Right now to it. Hold on. Let me. We're talking about Kami Nomi live. I need your thing.
It looks like it's a her.
Yeah,
Some people are saying it's a her.
her.
I feel like it would be. Oh.
Everybody's talking about your dogs, I think.
I know! The comments.
No, spooning over.
No!
There we go.
Okay.
We may see him pop in.
Oh my
We may
God,
see
that
him.
would be
That's cool.
the most amazing thing.
That would be
oh
amazing.
wait, I need to do this. Retweet! I'm getting, oh there we go. I was like, I'm getting an internal server error. But the tweet
Okay.
underneath of the one that before said something about like, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't want to translate it. Never mind. Word. Anyway, favorite girl.
You were talking about the library girl.
Yes, I really liked her. I don't know if it's because that was the kiss that I squeaked at the most, but I just thought it was like them together was really adorable because I liked his personality with her because the way he handled her, like he didn't force, really. He was very delicate while at the same time pushing her.
He pissed her off a couple times.
I think he pissed her off, but I think there was still times when like he could have been harsher. He wasn't as harsh as he was with other girls.
Right.
And so, but I also did like how he pissed her off. Because he pissed her off and she talked and like called him an idiot and then felt so bad about being called an idiot.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, maybe that was too mean.
Too mean. I thought it was really cute. I thought she was adorable. I guess she was my favorite. I'll say she was my favorite.
I also really liked Chihiro.
I did too.
Like, I liked that
second,
she was an established character ahead of time, and then she wound up getting possessed. And even though it was predictable, I really liked that in her story it was like her learning how to possibly get this specific dude to like her, but through the process wound up really liking the main dude and was like, I'm just not even gonna, it's fine. And then he got like super angry with her.
I know!
Like, oh God, you don't know.
That
You've played so
storyline.
many of these games.
That storyline was so cute.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they handle the teacher thing.
The teacher.
I don't know.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Because, like, I thought at first, so I thought that perhaps when I saw the spirit, I thought that it was leaving her. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, if this would be a weird side story where they never even realized that they exercised this. Mm-hmm. Like, it just wound up happening through her meeting him, like, without any provocation at all. Yeah. But I was like, oh, she just got possessed. How is he gonna seduce a teacher?
I know, right? I'm like,
that's gonna cause so many problems. But this might also be the first time, because they've talked before about how he doesn't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah.
And he was like, wait, what?
I know.
But they never really went into it, and I'm like, I wonder if this will be the first time that they figure out a different way to do it.
I'm interested to know what the other ways are, because when she mentioned that, I was like,
Well,
what?
With Elsie and Hakua, you know, it was like a, I believe in you, fill in the void thing, instead of a,
I love you.
Yeah.
But I guess, actually, no, I guess that they're both I love yous, just different sorts of I love yous.
Well,
Yeah,
I
different
think,
sorts of love.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe
the I
that's
love
what
you
it's
ones,
It's all about
like,
love.
I think like the love is kind of like when you're a teenager, love is kind of like a huge thing, and then it kind of like takes up the entire heart, and I think that's what's kind of trying to do, where Hakua could do another form of liking and enjoyment and stuff like that, and happiness. And I think it's just the same thing. It's just love is really, I don't want to say love is easy, but it's probably the most easiest way for him to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Especially at their age.
And especially,
Yeah.
especially with his experience of playing the games and stuff.
yeah, I mean, you look at something like MANGAKA Magica, where the teenager is the one that gives off the most power, and you see that in like movies and stuff like that. The teenagers are the ones with the most love, the most power,
Filled
and
with vibrant energy and life.
of course, their vibrant energy is mostly
Sexual hormones.
Sexual energy.
Sexual, erotic energy.
Quite sexual. Yeah.
But can we just say how realistic their love is when it's not like a day before they make out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whole progression I find is quite normal.
Yeah.
Because I like when he was talking to Chiro, he was mentioning how she just looks at the face and just the looks. So he's like, you need to learn this and this and this. How can you ever learn to love somebody if you don't actually get to know them?
You don't actually know them.
Know them. I loved it. Like, that was another fantastic message about it. Because, like, especially teenage love being all fickle. It's like, oh, he's so cute. I love him so much. Whereas he's just like, there's a lot more to love than looks.
Yeah.
He's quite the philosopher.
Yeah, he's learned some stuff from these games. Can we talk about the fact that he has a website with an incredible following and doesn't know?
Yes! Okay, yes.
Because I find that hilarious that he has this website where he just plays all these games and, like, reviews them, I guess. And then many people that are obsessed with the same thing are, like, on this website, and he's like, oh yeah, I just run, like, a little thing.
Just a little thing. And then I was like, but it was on the news, dude. It was on the...
Yeah! But he
had
would
the
notice
website-
because he's playing games.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it kills me. I'm like, what? I love it. You could be putting ads on that website, dude.
He was...
You could be monetizing that shit.
If he was American, he would be on YouTube doing walkthroughs for all his Gal games.
Yeah.
And he would get so much money from them. And then Polaris would be like, we want you part of our network.
And then Aaron could meet him and give him a fist bump.
Yes! Holy crap, full circle. Dreams coming true.
It's reality. He exists. He's real.
Yes, come to
There
us.
it is. Yes.
I just love, because it's so in his personality to not give a crap about the fact that he has a popular website. He's like, so, whatever.
And I love that Elsie is the only one that picked up on the fact that it could be him. Like, his mom was like, whoever runs that is a real creepo.
And Elsie's like,
your son. What? So silly.
I love that.
Oh, it made me so happy, though.
He's fantastic.
I would like to ask, how do you think Elsie actually found him? Like, I thought it was through the website, like, essentially.
Well, she was told to go there from Death, right?
Yeah, I thought Death found him. That's what I thought. I thought he was the one that sent the message.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't understand why she got a suggestion for a companion when somebody like Hakua still doesn't have one, and was like,
literally, I just thought that. As we were talking. I was like, why is she?
What, Dazza? What?
Are you trying not to spoils?
Yes.
Keep it in.
Keep it in there.
Keep it in.
No, if I didn't know anything, I would say she doesn't have a partner because she's a district chief. She doesn't need one.
Yeah, I wondered that.
But yeah.
But she complains about not having one. So like, obviously she can have one. Because she was like, Elsie already has one. That's not fair. And I was like, why don't you have one?
Yeah,
why don't you assigned one? She was assigned one. I don't understand.
Yeah. I hope we learn more about that.
Apparently we will, because Dazza is
that's true.
Really not to say anything.
He kept his bacon in.
See, the other thing that I would think was a possibility is, since she's such a failbot, they were like, let's help her out.
Yeah.
Let's give her a guy.
It's like, she's just a janitor.
Yeah.
She's been a janitor for 300 years.
I hope that they meet more demons, like more people that are like supposed to take out spirity thingies.
Yeah.
Because they keep saying like, oh, there are 60,000 plus spirits that we need to take care of, but don't worry, there are other people on it, not just us. And I'm like, where are they?
Where?
You should meet them.
Oh! This is completely not what we're talking about, but I was just thinking about like funny moments that I wanted to mention while I was reading.
Uh-huh.
And the moment when he was playing the game, the chapter where he was playing the game and it was a bug, and they had to go through every single possible option just because he wanted to beat the game. I loved when like the character was upside down, and then it was an old man, and they're like, what is happening?
And then they finally got through it, and then it was just like garbled, and he's like, it's fine. I was like, oh no.
It was amazing. I feel like that was like, I love the chapters, the chapters that aren't necessarily about helping a girl are still hilarious and still don't feel like filler. Like they're still funny.
They just feel like character development or just like fun.
Yeah.
I like them.
I agree.
Can we talk about actually like the production side of the manga now?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I didn't like the chapters where he wasn't capturing girls that much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I found them like interesting in character sort of insight, but him playing video games for a chapter, not that interesting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I enjoyed the ones where him and Elsie went off into the video game shop, and then he taught her like all the 2D stuff. Yeah. And that was fantastic.
And she messed it up anyway.
Even though she tried so hard.
It was just like, I didn't tell you about DVDs. Oops.
Dang it.
And then I had a film moment when he's just like, this anime is kind of boring. And I was like, I know what you mean. I know how you feel.
I understand those feelings.
But yeah, I really like the chapters where he's capturing girls. But I think the side chapters are just when he's playing video games the entire thing.
I thought I was okay with it, especially once it was building up to like this idea that he's this seemingly anonymous video game guru on the internet that nobody knows who he is, and he has no idea how famous he is.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting in conjunction with the other chapters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I can see why it would be boring.
Yeah.
It's like just living his life.
I loved how he cared so much about the game girl, though. He's like, she's done nothing wrong.
I know. It's, like, it's my job to save her.
There is no bad girls, only bad games of which they're trapped in.
I know! I was like, you are great. You are so fantastic. I loved him. Yeah, but I agree. I can definitely see how that would be uninteresting to a lot of people.
I mean,
I found all of it really interesting for some reason.
Yeah, in the anime, it was kind of a lot better because you actually saw the games being played.
Right.
I think one of my favorite games was he had a horse dating sim game on the SNES.
Yes, what?
That was
Oh
fantastic. But in the manga, I was just like, this isn't as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, sorry.
Go on.
I was gonna say, talking about, just to jump to art really quick, I loved the art. I thought it was a nice balance of cute and clean. And like, also like, serious. Like the faces.
Yeah.
We've definitely read a lot of manga where the faces were hilarious. Like Nisekoi, I think, had amazing, hilarious
Best faces, yeah.
Best faces. Whereas this one, like, they weren't necessarily something that you would look at and just be like, lol, this is the best faces. Like, you'd only find these kind of faces in this art style. Like, it wasn't necessarily ingenuitive art style in any way, but it was still clean and cute, and like there weren't any panels necessarily where I was really confused about what was going on.
Oh no, not at all. Me neither.
And I love the character designs too, because they're all very different from one another, despite having so many different people. They're all still very different from one another.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I really liked it.
It was great. It was good art.
Yeah, I legit might just watch the anime after this, like tonight.
Yeah.
It's just so fun. I don't know. And you're right. It's like it's just so like cute and clean and like easy to read, but interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the art style for me, at the start it was very jarring because,
really?
Well, I'm used to the anime style, and it's a little bit different, which is understandable. I mean, I thought personally, like Elsie's eyes were a bit too far apart at the start, and I thought the faces were a bit odd. But I got used to it as it went on, and I think it even got better as it went on as well.
Yeah.
Which was good. Again, the one-shot art freaking sucked.
The one-shot art, when I read that, I was like, and then I was so confused because when I started reading the actual, like, after the one-shot, I was like, this is like the same story.
But better.
Was it as bad as, like, the Naruto one-shot?
It was about the similarity in art style, like, difference in art style. Like, you know how the Naruto art style was, like, had little pieces of what the became Naruto had.
The one shot looked awful, but
yeah,
the art style carried over in some ways, but was way better.
Yeah, it wasn't like as awful as that, but it's very like a very similar concept about what it was. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was very put off by the art to start off with, and I was just like, and then as it went on, I got really used to it, and I actually really started liking it. And like, I think Hakuo looks really good. Yeah. Like, her character design is probably my favorite of the entire thing.
Yeah.
And then the whole entire stage scenes with Canon looked fantastic. And then when they had, like, the book scenes with the library and they had all the backgrounds, that looked great as well.
Yeah.
No, go on.
I was going to say, even though, like, as Kana says himself, each girl is, in the real world, in his real world, is very generic. And they've all got brown hair and stuff. They all look different as well. They don't have any same faces. And you can tell each distinct character. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought the mangaka is very good at perspective. Like, you know how in some, like, you'll have the big backgrounds and the character looking in or just being there, and the perspective looks very strange.
Really weird, yeah.
Really weird, whereas the perspective always looked really good. Like, when they were in the theater and they first came in, like, the whole perspective of when they first walked through the door and she was looking in, I thought, like, it just struck me as being very good. And, like, the perspective is a very difficult thing for a lot of manga and just, like, a lot of artists, and I thought that it was really cool to see how well done that was.
It was just very clean. The art was really clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because we went from like weekly we went from like the first thing that we read in Botato was like from the volumes. I could tell it from the volumes, and then we went to like the weekly like chapters, and they didn't look all that different besides just quality.
Yeah.
Like it was just, like you could tell it was scanned from the manga paper, but the quality was the actual like style and the drawings were actually still there. And it was great. It was like yes. So.
Yes. Shall we wrap up? Unless anybody has any other questions they're wanting to discuss. If not, let's wrap up and give our final thoughts, predictions, and...
You want to give VodkaRama's first?
Yes. The only thing I know about VodkaRama's rating is that he gives it an 8.5 because he loved it. That's all I know. But he loved it. 8.5 is one of the highest ratings he's given.
I was gonna say that's real high for a Yoku rating.
So really, usually he's in the 6 to 7 range. So he gave a 8.5, hard 8.5. So he loved it. I don't know what his predictions are. But,
yeah. Discuss those in good time.
Yeah. My predictions, well, I don't know if it's really, I don't really have too many predictions because this one's a little bit harder to predict. I have what I want to see happen.
What do you want to see happen?
I really I want to see them delve more into Mangdu's character and like his heart, and just I'm really excited to see if the girls that he's helped already come back in some way.
Me too. Yeah.
I want to see that happen really bad. So those are the main things that I want to see. I want to see us delve more into his character, and I want to see the girls come back and do something. So that's mainly what I want to see happen. And then,
Okay.
He said okay, and then he pointedly went like
this. He made his spoiler. I'm trying to hide back spoiler face. Overall ratings. Oh, David is calling me.
Yeah, here, David.
Denied.
Oh, she doesn't love you.
I don't love him. No, I do. My overall rating, I think I'm going to give it an 8.5 as well, because I enjoyed it so much more than I was expecting to. So much that, like you said, Dodger, I want to go watch the anime as soon as possible. It's been one that I've heard people talk about, and now I'm just like, I want to watch this. I thought that just the characters and the entire plot was way different from what I was expecting, and I really appreciated that fact. And all the characters were so well developed, and the humor was fantastic. The art was great. I'm incredibly excited to see. Oh, he's calling me again.
David.
I'm incredibly excited to see where the story goes. So I give it an 8.5, and I cannot wait to read more of it and watch the anime.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 because I don't like harem manga, and I think that this is like a great take on a harem manga. I love that it focuses more on on the characters and how well developed they are. That score could go down if it continues to be Girl of the Week, because that won't be able to last for very long. But, oh, bye, Erin! But, yeah, I'm going to give it a 9. The possibility of going down, but I hope that it doesn't. I hope that it continues to be really good.
Yep.
Cool. Is there anything you want to see happen?
Okay.
Is there anything you want to see happen?
I'm curious to see if the girls will come back. I was totally going to say that, and then Erin said it. I'm curious to see, because they keep pushing that there's so many spirits. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like a big event. Like if it's going to stay feeling like kind of small, or if there's going to be something that has a big impact, like the demon world explodes because they have established that there's the civilized part of the demon world and then the like super evil part of the demon world. And I'm like, what if the super evil part of the demon world like blows up and like gets all up in everybody's business? Yeah. But then I feel like the manga and the anime would turn into something completely different. So I don't know. I'm expecting there to be some sort of an event. I don't know how big. And I'm hoping that we challenge main dude's character a little bit more and see that.
Cool.
Sorry, I missed all that.
That's okay.
Alright.
Erin, just to give you like a quick summary.
Yeah.
My only other thing that I would like to see happen from what you said was that I'm curious if the way that they're going to break it up and keep it from being super episodic is that there will be some sort of a big event that involves like, because they were saying that hell is broken up into like civilized hell and like terrible hell. And I'm wondering if there's going to be something that happens with that affects everything. But I hope that it doesn't. If it does, I hope that it doesn't change it from being like sweet, adorable story. Yes, Dazza?
Some guy in our chat by the Twitter name DSMikeNW tweeted out in Japanese talking about what MangaPod actually was to the mangaka. He said that we were like Americans that read manga and we're reading Kami no Mi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the guy tweeted back, the mangaka tweeted back saying, "Thanks for reading."
You're welcome. We love you.
We love your hearts.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Hey, if you want, when we do Kami no Mi next, you want to appear on the show with us?
Shameless plug.
Time zones are going to be awful.
Oh God.
To be fair,
Warning.
it's only like 10. It's like it'd probably be about 11 a.m. there, so it wouldn't be that early.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Anyway, what I thought of the
Go,
manga.
Dazza.
I'm gonna give it an 8, which is the lowest score I think of all you guys,
It is.
for a few reasons.
Okay.
One, I really loved it. It's an enjoyable manga. It's probably one of my favorite animes, and I just love it. Although I was a bit annoyed it was just a straight adaptation. I think it was only like one chapter that was skipped out of the anime, so I was a bit like, oh, there's not really any more here for me. But that's fine. The manga did come first. And number 3, I know for a fact it gets better. So
Your face when you said that was so serial.
So
intense.
I am not going to give it a high score because I know I can get higher with it.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
So,
Okay.
Awesome. I'm so excited. I can't. Is it on the schedule that we're gonna read more of this?
Probably not.
It's not.
Guys.
We can always swap something, Erin.
Guys.
You know, I think we
No,
can get
listen.
a basket.
I wanted to say that!
What?
I was gonna be all selfless and be like, guys, I had it set up in my head, and then Dazzy took my thunder. It's gonna be like, guys, I'm willing to sacrifice the Kuroko no Basket MangaPod.
No, but we do have to read Kuroko no Basket.
No, but there's 2.
We talk about it constantly.
There's 2. It's on there twice. So because we were gonna do.
Let's take one of them.
We're gonna do one for my birthday and then one for. Shut up. We're gonna do one for my birthday and then one for when the new season premiered. But we can take one of those off to read. I'm gonna say, as much as I look no Basket, we can take one of those off and do Tower of God, do World God Only Knows. Just saying. That was my idea.
I'll be excited to do that because we're like getting into the Teach arc, and I think if I recall correctly, the Teach arc was the last arc of the 2nd season. So basically it goes from there straight up to Awesome, and then it skips the anime, so there'll be stuff I don't know about. So
Yes.
How about we talk about this afterwards, and we'll let people know.
Okay. Sounds good.
Word
up.
Yes. So that wraps up our discussion of World God Only Knows.
It's a world God only knows. I know he's an eternal. Yeah, I can't remember the song.
What?
Because I keep thinking it's in Japanese, but it's not. It's actually all done in English.
Oh, I love English.
So I'm trying to remember the lyrics.
Daza, will you give us, our Dr. Daz, a description of what we'll be reading next week?
Okay.
I'll look up the name of it, because I'm professional.
No. They have to guess.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, that's right! Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the right thing. Okay. Before he died, Kurebayashi Teru's brother gave her only a cell phone, telling her to contact Daisy if she ever needs someone to talk to. Now, even though she lives alone and without relatives, Teru never feels lonely because Daisy is a constant confidant and supporter. In order to pay off her debt, Teru finds herself needing to work for the rude, inconsiderate, and abusive, not to mention quite handsome, school janitor Kurosaki Tasuku. While her predicament seems on the opposite spectrum of her relation. What? While her predicament seems on the opposite spectrum. What? Good job, Mal. Good job. On the opposite spectrum of her relationship with Daisy, maybe Teru's two worlds are more closely connected than she thought. That was hard to read.
Is that the same description you read during sound check?
Yeah.
It is?
No, you didn't read all of it during sound check.
I didn't read the second.
You stopped before
okay.
the struggle.
Because I was going to say, we had a conversation where you were like, oh, this is a really well-worded summary.
Yeah.
Like, you immediately had issues with it. I was like, I was
so confused. But yes, there are multiple people in the comments guessing it. I think some of them looked it up on the Reddit. But it is Dengeki Daisy, which is a shoujo romance adorable manga. I've only read the first few chapters, but what I read was really cute. So I look forward to reading more of it.
What chapters are we reading?
1 to 14.
So much. Are we reading 1 through 14?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Really?
Nice
Are
short
they long
one.
chapters?
I think it's a monthly, so yeah.
I think they were longer. I think that's why we chose that, yeah.
I just want to say, I'm already not
yes.
happy with the manga. Already.
Why?
Because I hate shoujo manga where there's an abusive guy and the girl just takes it. I'm just pissed off already.
Wait, abusive?
Well, it says here abusive and not to mention quite handsome, so obviously she likes him, but he's abusive.
No. That would just not, no. I don't remember there being any sort of, like, abusive. Like, I think by abusive it means, like, picking on her. But not, I don't remember there being anything like that. But we'll find out next week on MangaPod!
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for joining us for MangaPod.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you reading along and chatting with us and such. If you want to watch more of us, you can find us on our respective channels and social networks. I am Erin of HappiLeeErin, youtube.com/HappiLeeErin, also HappiLeeErin on every other thing possible. Again, who could not be here, YokoRama, his stuff is YokoRama Game Talk.
He doesn't talk about games.
He does not talk about
He doesn't talk about games, guys.
He doesn't talk about games.
He doesn't talk about games. But if you want to hear him talk about things that are not games, you can find his link in the description, or not in the description, JK. Well, you can find that there too if you're watching this on the VOD. But in the chat, our lovely mod Ian is posting all of our information. So yes, YokoRama, VodkaRama is the one who could not be here tonight, but he does that channel and such. So you guys want to shout out your stuff, please?
Precious.
He's adorable.
Also, something you should know is that the VODs of every single MangaPod we've ever done are on youtube.com/HappiLeeErin in a playlist. So go look at those.
I'm so happy you're here to do that
for you. So you can find me at youtube.com/presshearttocontinue. That's where I do my gaming stuff. And then youtube.com/dexteritybonus is where I do my daily vlog. And then I am DexBonus on pretty much everything, at DexBonus for Twitter, dexbonus.tumblr.com, and at DexBonus for Instagram.
I thought your Tumblr was Dexterity Bonus.
It's not, right? God, you make me check every time. No, it's DexBonus.
Dazzler, are you just trolling her? God, you're a troll.
Hi, I'm Fine for Nippon. I'm Dr. Dazza from Fine for Nippon. You can watch me on Fine for Nippon where I do anime reviews and general anime coverage. I also have a second channel, which is the Dr. Dazza. I on Twitter yes, at Dr. Dazza. You can tweet me anything. I will probably reply back, depending. If I'm asleep, probably not. But if I'm not, yay. On Tumblr, I am finefornippon.com. It's got its own little URL, so www.finefornippon.com. And yeah, that's it.
Holla!
But you can also go to our subreddit.
Yes!
Which is www.reddit.com
God damn it.
/r/MangaPod. And we also have awesome new layout. Thank you to Irish Vampire
Yeah.
from
All of our
for
stuff
helping
is
that
on the
out.
side. It's really cool. It looks neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you, Irish Vampire, for helping us out with that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really neat. Also, all of the manga pods, except for I think the last one or two, are on iTunes. So make sure you check that out. If you go to iTunes, you can just search MangaPod Book Club in podcast, and you will find it. I think that wraps it up. Once again, next week we'll be reading Dengeki Daisy. Probably chapters 1 through 14. If we change that at all, then it will be announced on Twitter and on the subreddit. We hope you guys are having fantastic days. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be here next week. Same time, same place. Same time, same place. Twitch.tv/HappiLeeErin at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We love you guys, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Where's the